the next day, saving our customers as much as $250,000 a day while we keep this great city running.
This has been another service message from the people of Con Edison.
Good evening and welcome to another Random Vania, and today we're going to be taking a look at a hack by a developer named Bisqwit, and this is Castlevania II Simon's Quest, the English retranslation and map hack. That's a pretty straightforward name, don't you think? But yeah, before we get started, I wanted to quick say, hey, happy New Year. How you doing? Hopefully you had a good holiday. Hopefully you had a safe holiday, and hopefully the Fat Man brought you some nice presents. And I wanted to quick say thank you because we've hit 300 subscribers today. And we're going to celebrate with a quick shot of Suntory for that one. And also just to kind of wish us all luck for the new year. So seriously, yeah, 300 subscribers. That's nothing to sneeze at. It actually took me 3.5 years to do that on the other channel. So honestly, everybody, thank you so much. So here's to you guys. Now, before we get down to business, I wanted to quick address some feedback from the previous videos. Namely, Castlevania IV Simon's Quest, the Uncensored video. Basically, Uncensored is the name of the hack. That's not what I called it. So whether or not that coincides with what you feel is censored and uncensored, it's not really my department. I didn't build the goddamn thing. But second off, before we do get started on all these videos going forward, I am going to list off the changes that were made, so that way as we watch the video, we know what to expect and what we can see is changed and what's different. So for this one in particular, what I have here is, this translation is based on the original Japanese text. According to the author, extensive research was performed on the meaning of the sometimes cryptic original Japanese text in the game, and special attention was paid to make sure that all the translated text makes sense and is understandable without undermining the loyalty and translation to the original Japanese game. So basically, they took the original text and translated it to English properly with the best grammar that they could. And we've also got the reintroduction of some features that the English releases removed from the Japanese version, including the extended ending text as well as Konami-style start text on the power-on screen. There's a map function, which is cool because the original Japanese release, you got a map that came with the game. The English, you didn't get any of that. There's also an SRAM save function, which means that now you can just save the game a la Legend of Zelda style, so you don't have to mess with the password. Cinematic Prologue, seamless fading between night and daytime, quality of life improvements to game controls, like you can jump down the stairs with down and A, hit stun on stairs, Simon will blink when he gets hurt, extra dialogue in select locations, small changes that improve the game experience without changing the nature of the game, and language English. Wow, no shit. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I'm stoked. Let's get to it. Sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab some snacks. Because what a horrible night to play some damn games. Alright, let's get to the prologue now. I want to see this. Yeah, see, there's a regular scroll thing. Alright, Simon's Quest, Castlevania II, Seal of the Curse. Oh, damn, I haven't played that in a minute. We're going to have to take a look at that someday. It's been 7 years since the ending scenes of Castlevania. Once again, the stage is set in Transylvania. I love how they're showing stuff from, you know, the last game, so it brings you up to speed. When the hero Simon Belmont defeated Count Dracula, the Dark Lord's body succumbed to a long sleep. However, the cost of that battle was that of Simon's own body. His health has been slowly deteriorating, and he's beginning to feel that death looms near. You mean Grimmy? One morning, Simon was visiting the graves of his ancestors on the Hill of the Angels. This is really, really cool. Like, this looks fantastic. Like, if I didn't grow up playing this, and I was playing this for the first time, and I played this hack, I'd think that this was a part of the experience. And personally, I love the whole film reel thing going on. That's something that they kind of just dropped after the third one. But I always thought that that was cool, that cinematic experience thing. But no, it looks fantastic, and it does bring you up to speed. Whereas if you're playing this game for the first time in modern era, you probably don't have access to the instruction book where the whole story gets laid out for you like that, because it doesn't really get told to you anywhere else in the game itself. So this alone is an awesome change, and it looks fantastic. So hats off to you. You know, and it's simple. It tells you what you got to do. You know, you got to get the 5 body parts, go, you know, burn Dracula and all that. I dig it. Once the curse is sealed, the legend of Dracula will be finally ended forever. Forever. With the curse gone, your body will begin to heal too. There is no other way to eliminate Dracula once and for all. After speaking these words, the woman disappeared beyond the morning mist. And so, the hero Simon Belmont began a new journey with newfound determination. There is no other path. Fight, Simon. Return to Transylvania. Cool. Love it. Alright, so there we go. Game start, password, load game if you can save the game. That's pretty kick-ass. Let's see the game itself. Go and buy a white crystal, that's the first thing you must do. The beginning of all things. Alright, so definitely text changes. It goes fast. And it pretty much tells you what you need to do. I love it. But yeah, Simon's Quest, man, that game just gets way more flack than it has a right to. I mean, and I'm not just saying that because it's my favorite out of the original trilogy, but seriously, this game gets so much heat, and it's ridiculous. Well, the guy told me to buy it, so I guess I'll buy it. But yeah, we're going to do the grinding thing really quickly, and basically we're going to get the Thorn Whip, so that way we don't have to backtrack. It saves so much time just... If you take the couple of minutes to kill the friggin' wolves and the skeletons and get the hearts, you can get the Thorn Whip, and you can kill enemies in one hit, as opposed to 2 or 3. It really, you know, makes a difference. Especially on the whole grounds that you have to go to the mansion, and then, you know, go back, and then go back to that area. It's a huge time saver, and it doesn't feel like it in the beginning. But I know it's not the most entertaining thing in the world, but trust me, it'll definitely save time in the long run. You know, but like I said, this is my favorite in the original trilogy out of all of them, and like I said, it gets way more heat than it deserves. And I mean, yeah, the game does have its flaws, but I think that the good outweighs the negative by so much. And even growing up, nobody really complained about this game. It wasn't until the AVGN review came out, you know, and even then, you know, people kind of realized that it was a parody review. Oh yeah, nice. Seamless transition. They weren't joking. Even the enemies, like, transisted over too. You know, where they take more damage? But yeah, it's like that was a parody review. You can tell it was a parody review. You're not supposed to take it seriously. But the people that copied his style, you know, they took it seriously, and that's when this suddenly became a bad game. You know, leave it up to YouTubers, right? But like I said, yeah, the game does have some flaws, and most of it does lie in the whole translation aspect. And that's something that just, it wasn't a new thing, especially with Konami games. I mean, you played Metal Gear, right? You saw that shit. That was nuts. You know, and I mean, for those people that complained about, like, the sudden gameplay changes, I can kind of understand that, but I also kind of noticed that there's a pattern with Nintendo in the early days, where it was always the second game where there was, like, this huge departure from what the original gameplay was like. I mean, you had Castlevania 1, then you had Simon's Quest, then you had Zelda and Zelda 2, and, you know, Mario 2, and I mean, I don't want to hear the Doki Doki thing, that's so old now. But the point is, it's just that the game was drastically different. And, I mean, I don't know why that thought process came into mind. I mean, the best that I could come up with was maybe, you know, they were trying to learn, like, the lessons from the Atari days, because what Atari would do is they would release a game, it would sell, and then part 2 would come out, and you wouldn't really see anything changed about it. Like, there's nothing, it's like 1 or 2 noticeable things. But you didn't really get, like, a new experience. It's like, here's Pong 2. We've added an extra paddle. You know? It's kind of like for you Simpsons fans out there, but she's got a new hat. That was a good episode, though. Where's the hearts, man? We got 118 so far, so that's not too shabby. But we need like $1.50 to get the Thorn Whip. Alright, so it's the wolves that are really carrying them. The game could stand to be like a little bit more generous, though. You know, so I mean, like the translation thing, that was a common thing. It really was. And, you know, the whole thing about how, oh, well, you need the strategy guide to beat this game, that's a load of horse shit. There's a clue in a mansion that tells you that you gotta go to the mountain with the red crystal and the whirlwind takes you away. It doesn't say that specifically, but if you used your head and did some critical thinking, it is there. It just doesn't, it doesn't tell you point blank. And I mean, there have been hacks that have come out over the years, like the redaction hack is the most popular one. This one beats the redaction hack by a mile, personally. Yeah, nice. No, the changes are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, we just gotta get 2 more and then we're good to go. We can get the Thorn Whip. We can come back for the Holy Water later. Yeah. We can come back for the Holy Water later. I mean, I can't really think of anywhere that you would really need it in the first mansion, but I just want to try to avoid backtracking as much as possible and be able to kill some of these enemies as fast as possible as well. Sacred Flame is on the top of the 6th tree in Dennis Woods. I hear Dennis Woods and I think of, like, Sunny in Philadelphia for some reason. Homemade Thorn Whips for sale. Buy one. Would you want to buy a homemade whip? Looks like a garden hose. Yeah, there we go. But hey, it was only $100. Maybe I can buy the Holy Water for cheaper too. Like, they actually fixed the prices. I love it. That makes me happy. A little less grindy. But yeah, I understand the flaws, I recognize the flaws, but every game had a flaw, and it's just you have to kind of outweigh the pluses with the negatives. And plus you have the overall general thing. Did you have fun while playing the game? I always had fun playing it. Even though the menu screen is a pain in the balls. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, this was a totally fun game, and I mean, what did you get in the end of the day? You had a game with great graphics, iconic music. The game was kind of spooky. The exploration aspect was amazing. And I don't know why the hell they didn't include the friggin' map in the North American release. That was stupid. Speaking of... Yeah, there it is. That's exactly what the map is supposed to look like. You know, but at least it's like... Alright, there's Bram's mansion. The ruins. Town of Jova, Sodom Woods. But the whole thing of having a map, though, it's immersive to me. It gives you that feeling of exploration. Usually these guys are always dropping hearts. I mean, I'm trying to, like, think ahead, because when we get to the next town, it's like 200 hearts for the chain whip. You want to grab as much as you possibly can. Look at those mountains. So pretty. But yeah, that's just that whole feeling of exploration and that you're out saving the world and you're interacting with the world that you're trying to save. I think that that's just awesome. It's super fun to me, personally. Although I can't understand why the hell people are charging me for shit if I'm like the hero that saves the world. It's like, cool, the world's gonna die and you're the guy that's gonna save it? Alright, here, let me charge you, like, more money than you have so that you can, you know, like, have, like, a little bit of assistance. It's like, cut the poor bastard some slack. Alright. Back off, dude. I'm a scientist. But see, look at that. With the whip now, you're killing everything in one hit. Especially when you come up against those friggin' gargoyles. And those slimes. I hate the slime. You know, but this is a pretty good spot to go ahead and grab hearts as well. Yeah, look at that. He gives his whole heart right there. Oh, you wait till I come back with that friggin' shield. Oh yeah, I need $50 so I can buy the friggin' steak. Whew. Yeah, I know about the invisible floors, but you know, there's another trick as well. Watch the enemy movements. Oh, shit. Well, you know what? I was supposed to go down here anyway. But you know what? Watch that skeleton right there. Let me grab this heart because you need it. But see, he turned around right where the hole was. So it is there. A symbol of Dracula will appear when you strike certain objects with a stake made of oak. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this hack definitely sets out what it, you know, aims to do. And when it comes to Castlevania hacks, you know, a lot of them, when it comes to fixing up some of the screwed up aspects of the game, sometimes it's not all about adding a new story. Sometimes it's about righting the wrongs. This game, in particular, this hack, I think does a fantastic job of making this game better. You know, at least it's way more approachable, way more friendly. And I'm not gonna lie, I was actually stuck between two hacks. There was this one, and there was another hack which actually makes an attempt to change up the story, and it adds some sprite changes. We'll take a look at it. But the whole purpose of the hack is to show you basically... Sorry, I got trust issues. But the whole thing was, the story made an attempt to like try to tie Castlevania 2 and Castlevania 3 together. You know, and there was that was through the story. It was also through sprite changes and things like that. And this one I wanted to kind of showcase, just to, in a sense, show people how the game should have been done, how it could have been done, you know, things that would have made this a better experience for people. Because, yeah, I do get how this might not be everyone's cup of tea. I kind of have to, so I'm not, you know, investing in anything major here. Yeah, that's getting that old blue crystal. Which, that's the next step. But see, we don't have to go back, we can just keep going to the right now. Isn't that great? I think it's great. You know, but we'll definitely take a look at the other hack at some juncture. You know, and then after this we'll move on to 3, and then we'll hit 4. And 4, it's just blowing my mind how many people are tuning in and commenting on that. And please, feel free to write in. And I've got no qualms about, like, addressing feedback. And even if it's, like, you know, like, you're not necessarily happy with it, I still want you to write in because I still appreciate you watching. You know, and if there's, like, feedback that can help improve the quality of the show, I'll definitely listen to it. Oh, look at that. And even the stuff that you... Wait. Whoa. Oh, cool. You can change up the whips, too. I don't know why you'd want to, but still. That's pretty cool. I like it. You know, and there's all that 13 clues shit that they were talking about. Alright, so we can drop down below, because this will bring us to the Knights and the Gargoyles. These are the guys that are going to drop the hearts. Get out of here. Thank you. There we go, 76. Alright, so if they lowered it, because I do remember it being like, uh-oh, they're dropping half hearts, so it must be nighttime now. Yeah, see, look at that. Up to 96. This is where you want to go. To hell with it, I'm just going to stay here. Well, if I knew that the son of a bitch was going to be right there. 104. Oh, God, yeah. I think we just found our spot. Yeah, the game sure showed me, didn't it? I mean, you know what? That might be like a bitch right there. It's just that the game... You don't get a chance to get extra lives, because I know the whole ending is based off of like how many continues you used and how much time it took. Alright, $1.50 is... No, the limit's like 2 or $2.50. Alright, don't move to the right. Just start whipping immediately. Yeah, alright, we can still go. But I mean, we're about to leave the mansion. We can get the cross chain, you know, the cross chain, the chain. I don't know why. I must be thinking of the PS3 game. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of Lord of Shadows. And I never played the one where you play as Dracula. That would have been like every Castlevania fan's dream. You know, play as Dracula. They gave you the opportunity. And when they gave me the opportunity, I didn't give a shit. I did play the Castlevania one, but I liked that PS3 era Castlevania, the remake, or whatever they call it. I liked that a lot better when it was called God of War. No, wait, it wasn't God of War. It was Dante's Inferno. Alright, 198. I think the max is like 250. But either way, we'll be kind of prepped. This is saving so much time. But, you know, we're going to move on. I at least know that I can afford the damn whip. Because I'm going to try to go with the logic of, if it only cost me $100 to get the whip upgrade, then it should cost me $150 to get the chain upgrade, right? I'd still like to be like a little bit ahead. Get out of here. Nasty booger. I did go the wrong way. I should have gone to the left and then gone down. Because otherwise you got to go through the caverns and go all the way down that way, and it's just blah. I mean, I don't worry too much about like the Laurel and Hardy thing. You'd get that reference if you watch Blazing Saddles. But the whole thing is, the Laurels I'm not too worried about because, yeah, you need him to get past the swamps. You just jump through the swamps. And you'll see it when we get the heart. And Castlevania, it's a lifelong thing for me, and I've noticed that it's been a lifelong thing for a lot of people. The Rib of the Demon King can act as a shield that protects you from the powers of evil. Who the hell puts rivers right there? A laurel and a pickle makes all your worries go away. There are clues to Dracula's riddle within Berkeley Mansion. Okay, like Elizabeth Berkeley? Al-Shiba. Boy, you are pale, young man. Please rest in a church and refresh your soul. You know, speaking of, what the hell is Simon wearing? I used to think that that's what he looked like. Oh, you I was right there. Fuck this town. But yeah, I played 1, 2, and 3 as a kid. This was my favorite. Castlevania 4 is undoubtedly one of the best games that's ever been made, period. Let alone one of the best games on the NES. SNES, sorry. Yeah, but it's just a fantastic game. I didn't have the Genesis game as a kid, so I didn't get that nostalgia factor with it, and then playing it, it was one of those deals where it just, when you compare it to the NES ones, it was really kind of stiff. You know, so I see the good points behind it, but I don't have that much of like a love and appreciation for it that other people do. It's not a bad game. But it's one that you definitely would have had to grown up with. And for some reason, just Sega was really weird about 3D graphics. Like I'm talking about like that clock tower boss in Deutschland. Oh shit. Nasty ditch witches. Well, the church is right there anyway, so what does it matter? 274, 270, alright. You know what? I'm just gonna have to look at this as an opportunity to, you know what? I'm getting more hearts. And plus I'm getting more experience so I can level up. But yeah, so I don't have the nostalgia factor for the Genesis one, and then Symphony of the Night, yeah, it's a fantastic game. My personal favorite is Rondo of Blood. Like out of all the original Castlevania games, I think it just had like that perfect blend of, you know, like beautiful 2D graphics, the music was beautiful, the bosses were fantastic, and it also had like the kick-ass throwbacks, like when you fight Shaft, it'll play like the boss music from the original Castlevania game and such, and then you have that gauntlet of all the original bosses. That was just really, really cool to me. It had one of my favorite Grim Reaper fights. I love the multiple branching pathways thing, the whole hidden secrets thing, like where you can play as Maria. Took me a minute to remember her name. It's one of the Duolingo lessons that I had too. Maria des. Oh, the thing just went poof. Okay. I always wondered what the hell those were. Were they vampire ladies? Were they, like, zombies? What the hell were they? They were creepy to me as a kid, though. Like those ghoul bitches. They were creepy. This chain whip is worth its price. Are you interested? Yeah, of course I am. Saves $150. We still got $194. All right. Now, how do I feel about buying the... What the hell was that? The shit you lay in the graveyard at night to make the guy come. Like, is it really worth buying it just to make him appear? Or appear? I don't know. But yeah, as far as the original things go, with me it's Rondo and this. I love the exploration, I love the outdoor environments. I think it's just the fact that you're not trapped inside of a castle. You gotta work your way to the castle, so to speak. I thought was really, really cool and interesting. You go to different levels, and you're not in a different like part of the castle. You're in a different location, and you actually have to travel. Like that, I loved, and that was one of the same things that I loved about Zelda 2, is that you actually got a chance to interact with other people, and you know, like they'll give you quests and shit to do, and they'll pay you back by giving you a magic attack or something. Obtain the Sacred Flame. Alright. Probably won't use that much either. Except for the final fight. Alright, so let's hurry up before the nighttime sets in. If I can at least get to the town before, before nighttime sets in, I can trade the white crystal for the blue one, and then we can just go right to the damn... yep. We can just go right to the mansion. Doesn't matter what time it is. And I will say, though, that the one remake that they did of Castlevania II Simon's Quest, they did it a while ago, but it was like a Super NES almost version. They had the right idea, though, where you had to, like, fight a boss at the end of every mansion. Like, I thought that was a neat idea. And I'm going to probably need that church, too. Where is it? These stupid rivers. No wonder there's all these like haunted lands and shit. You know, it's like you build the town and then someone could just be walking along one day. Like imagine someone's like tying up like the clothes on the clothesline and they're not watching the kid, and the kid wanders into one of the water things. And evidently nobody in this world like knows how to swim because everybody drowns. You know, that's the end of it. Is that a sparkling, shiny white crystal? I want it! You can have my blue sapphire instead. Hey, take the shit. I used to think he was a fireman for some reason. Maybe it was his hat. I don't know. This is weird shit that you think of when you were a kid. And I am not going to risk jumping off that platform. Normally I would, but I can just see me like jumping off, and since you can't see what you know, like what's below. In Algebra, we pride on our garlic. It is our specialty. Have you tried it yet? If not, hurry up and buy some. Why don't you give me some? I mean, I'm the one that's saving the fucking world for you. You know? If the world falls, there's no garlic for anybody. And I don't think there's any church in that town either. Godless heathens. Where was I? Before I started bitching about the game's lore. But yeah, I didn't care for the Nintendo 64 ones, and I don't feel that they're misunderstood masterpieces. I mean, I'm sorry, you know what? If you're gonna defend fucking Castlevania 64, then you have to fight with every ounce of energy that you have to defend this game as well. Because Castlevania 64 did have some cool ideas. Like, I even love the Peter Vincent reference. But, you can't tell me that 64 was ready to be released. You know, and it's that 3D thing where it wasn't ready. 3D was just not ready for the times. Let's go, baby. Oh, we need the shield back, too. But we got 258 bucks. I hope I don't get hit. Or is someone gonna die and give me like the level up? I got 143 experience. What are we doing here? This is a short mansion, though. Come to think of it. And the experience system's weird too. You only get experience when you get the hearts. It's not when you kill something. Which just completely goes against anything that any RPG, you know, stands for. But yeah, 64, it had good ideas, but it was just very, very badly executed. I mean, very, very badly executed. You know, then naturally we've got, Symphony of the Night. Completely, like, brought the series back to life. Phenomenal game. A little overrated, but phenomenal. And when I say overrated, it's just because people heap too much praise on it. And that's like the hardest argument for me personally to make. Yes! That's what I needed. Now I feel like a little bit safer. But I think people just heap too much praise on it. It doesn't mean that I'm trashing the game. Because I realize that I'm like literally arguing with success. But, you know, it was great. I didn't care for Chronicles too much. I bitched about that a lot, even though... I don't know. There's like a lot to that story with Chronicles. Where it's like, what, a rehash of something from an obscure system or something like that? That game was just so stiff. Couldn't get into it. You know, then you had the DS games. Those were fantastic. You know, like that. When it comes to like the action-adventure Castlevanias, because that's what I call them, I don't do the whole Metroidvania thing. It's just one of those buzzwords that, you know, I get it. I must be an old fart. Bam! A pain in the ass that is to navigate. But yeah, the whole Metroidvania thing, it's a buzzword to me. Just like, oh, you own a SNES? What the fuck is a SNES? Well, it means the, you know, the SNES. We never called it a NES. We called it an NES, or we called it a Nintendo. The same thing with Super Nintendo. SNES or Super Nintendo. The SNES thing, it sounds like something that you, like a sound that you make when you're clearing your throat. SNES! Yeah. Sounds dirty. So, yeah, I call it action-adventure because, you know what? If they're basing the term off of Castlevania and Metroid, hence Metroidvania, what were Castlevania and, you know, Metroid called before? They were action-adventure. That's almost as, like, bad as when, oh, look at these hidden gems that I found. Just, go away. Almost had a heart attack there. I mean, think about it. We got 276 hearts. Thought I was about to go rest in the river. Him out of the way, and I shouldn't have done that. Let's try this thing out. Oh, nice! It works! That's great! Well, hooding down an A on the stairs thing. That's fantastic. I love it. Try not to fall into the friggin' river, Simon. Because that's a lot of hearts you're gonna lose. Dun, 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 dun. Ah! It's supposed to start you off at the entrance to the thing. Alright, you know what? That fucked me over, so I'm rewinding it. That sounds hilarious. Alright. I mean, who does that? Seriously. I will eat that lost life, because you know what? My timing was off. But as far as, like, starting you off right there, that's bullshit. Who does that? I hope to God that wasn't in the original version. I don't remember that being in the original version, though. But still, now we're about to move on. We're about to head down to the other side of the map. Whoop. Killed that thing, killed that thing. 296 now. I kind of wonder what the max is. It's not 3, so maybe it's like 5. Give me eyeballs. Die. And then we'll take the scenic route back. I mean, I don't worry about the other items. I mean, it's cool that you get them, but it's like the daggers as well. It's like, are you going to use the dinky dagger after you've gotten the golden one? No, you're going to just use the golden one. So why dick around with the hearts when I could be upgrading my whips, which doesn't require magic, and it just gets, like, incrementally stronger. Gotcha. I do love those transitions, though. That's really, really nice. You know, I actually wouldn't mind, like, a full-blown Castlevania RPG game. I really wouldn't. Like, just one where you travel, and you have to maintain supplies and stuff, and work your way up to the castle. That would be cool. I don't know, I'm sure someone would find some way to be like, no, that's a terrible idea. Don't do it. I just can't believe that. I really gotta watch out where they start me off now. That sucks. But yeah, I know you gotta get, like, the laurel to get through the swamp. And like I said, I'll show you how to get through it. It's really not that bad. You're gonna need it later, though. Like, no doubt about it. You just know where they're gonna come from. And as far as like future installments go, I really don't know. I mean, are they going to be able to, keep up with it? I don't know. I mean, this is why I love the ROM X, because that way we're actually getting new games. But as far as like a commercial release from like Konami, I don't know. I really don't know. They've been like so far removed from the game, like literally and figuratively. I mean, their whole thing is mobile games, which I get it. It's a cash cow. Here we go. But see how little of an effect it's really had on me? Those things. What are those things, anyways? So, give him the heart. He'll take me to the mansion. Yeah, sure you will. Go. No! Speaking of, I almost forgot about that damn shield. I've forgotten about that friggin' shield more times than I can count. Sometimes. It's just like, oh damn, I forgot to put it back. Alright, so here we go. It's brown bricks. You know, the trick with the brown bricks is super simple. You just gotta jump on them as they're rising up. Because somehow that affects your whole jump. Because if you jump on them while they're going down, no, it's not gonna work. So see, there's the mummies. Those things are kind of spooky, too. I just want to get to the next town so I can spend my money. That's my whole thing. Which, I think that this is a dead end. Get out of here, Medusa. Oh, thanks. I tried to whip Medusa. What a weird weapon, the diamond. I mean, it was badass in Symphony of the Night. Yeah, that was it. When it came to the action-adventure ones on the DS, Order of Ecclesia is my personal favorite. Like, I love the whole spirit weapons thing. That's cool. Fucking birds. Kiss my fucking ass. Oh, of course, you're going to start me right off here. What? Well, I might as well go to the mansion. I was going to go to the town. Oh, now you start me off on the edge of the river, you fucking... Ugh. Anyways, I was going to go to the town and buy the whip upgrade so we could just, like, breeze through that mansion. There's no way in hell I can afford it now. What? See on that backswing there? Oh, you shitters. This is what's going to cause me to have the bad ending, too. I think you can die at least once. I was jumping as it was going up. Fuck you. It's my timing. It's just all off. It has been a minute since I played Simon's Quest, though. Oh, thank God. I would have been really pissed off at that point. So, I mean, we might as well just go through this mansion and just grab what we can. I think we fight the Grim Reaper. You get the golden shower dagger. Wait, you really do need hearts to use the dino? I didn't know that. Alright. You know, but once again, if we had the whip upgrade, it would just cost one thing to hit those guys instead of two. And it just makes it quicker. Oh, there should be a... There's nothing here? I thought there was like a book or something. Oh my God, you know what? I'm thinking of, Kill of the Curse. I'm sorry. But when I say Seal of the Curse, I mean the unofficial fan-made sequel to Simon's Quest, which, it's absolutely breathtaking. It was a one-man job from a guy in Romania, and it was all hand-drawn, and I want to say it's like Tim Burton meets Castlevania, because that's exactly what the art style reminded me of. Arc House Lights, I believe, or Arc Lighthouse. I know there was I think it's just Arc House. I don't know where I got the lighthouse from. But yeah, he's a cool dude. And just beautiful, beautiful job. And if you've never heard of it, I highly, highly recommend you take a look at it. That's going to be one that we're going to live stream. I was going to live stream today, but YouTube has a thing where once you link an account, you have to wait 24 hours before you can do live streaming, so I didn't want to wait any longer. You know, so here we are, just doing the grind. 34. Those goddamn brown bricks. They got me. Now, you know what got me was those fucking pigeons. Those things really got me. Oh, go away. See, this is why I wanted to upgrade. Couldn't even give me a heart for my trouble, could you? Yeah, there we go. You know, but still, at the end of the day, Castlevania, it's totally an enduring franchise. You know? It's got a massive fan base. And I think this is actually where you get the clue. Press a ruby against a Deborah cliff, kneel and wait for a whirlwind. It does not tell you in those direct words, but that's where the hint is that tells you. You know, so once again, like I said, I do get the I do get that people weren't a fan of the cryptic gameplay style, and that's fine. But just there's so much more to it. And yes, the whole notion of like Grim Reaper being like a really terrible boss is just sad. You can just walk past him. How close am I to experience? Thinking like $1.50? We're getting there. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Bam. You know, but while we're going through with the radar guided vermin here, you know, like I said, I hope you guys had a good holiday, and I hope you got good stuff. If you got new games, let me know. I'm always looking for new shit to play. I recently snagged Biohazard 1, 2, and 3 on the Japanese PS1, and I couldn't be happier with it. What a joke he is. Like, I just sat there talking about this nonsense. So, you know, we got the golden knife. Who cares about anything else? Why can't I just use the golden knife instead of using the stupid steak? I know, the wood with the heart and the soul and all that. I get it. I really do. Well, it's not like he's going to give me hearts or anything, so fuck him. Imagine if he did. It's just very weird how they start you off there. It's very, very weird to me. But that was going to bump into me. I think it's daytime now in the game as well, and we're at about 40 experience, so yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford the chain whip outright. Gonna need to take some time with that one. Yeah, back off, dude. Stick that pitchfork up my ass. Get in there. Maybe it's there. Who cares? I already know all the clues, and it's not like that affects the game's ending in any way. Well, it really doesn't. It's just literally the time that you spent playing, and almost walked right into that bastard. Oop. No hearts. Grr. Well, you know what? We're just gonna have to grind here for a bit. I mean, you can already see that there's been a bit of a difference. 60? What the hell was his problem? I love that sound. 66. Alright, so these are worth 6 clip. It's worth it. Because if both of them actually drop the heart, then you get 12. But I mean, yeah, what are they? Gargoyles? Succubi? Come on, you. Yeah, but I don't think there's going to be like a good modern Castlevania game coming out anytime soon. And if there is, I don't even think it's going to be any good. Because once again, the remake, I felt it was very underwhelming. I thought Dante's Inferno was a much better game. I didn't even care to play the second one where you play as Dracula. I just did not care. You know? And I mean, like, visually it looked very pretty in a lot of ways, but it was just... It wasn't my thing. You know, and that's just the best way that I can put it. That's where it gets kind of hard, writing about, like, reviews and stuff. Or even, like, telling people about reviews in general. It's just, at the end of the day, it's really just your opinion and your experience with how you, like, played a game. It doesn't always make it concrete. I mean, if you're going to, like, point out, like, glitches or something that, like, absolutely breaks the game, then absolutely. But, I mean, things like, oh, the controls are not that good, you know, other people don't have a problem with the controls. You know, I don't like this. Some people do like that. I hate the Dracula at the end of this because it doesn't look like Dracula. It looks like the Grim Reaper. Whatever the hell it looked like, it scared the living shit out of me as a kid. Like, that thing absolutely terrified me. Like, as soon as I would get to the, you know, the castle, I'd pause the game, I'd get up, I'd go out of the room and do something else with my time. That was me beating the game. Just because, oh. I don't even want to think about what it would be like to go through this game with, like, just a boomerang. It would be pretty horrific. Got him. You know, but God bless the ROM hacks and stuff. I mean, especially like the last tier, that was a really, really good one. That was seriously like a job well done. I keep forgetting that you can just jump down the stairs like that. It's really weird when they put something new like that in there, like the jumping controls. I still can't get used to them. Still can't get used to them. Alright, so we've done everything that there is to do over there, so now we gotta go back. 194, so I'm pretty sure I can get the upgrade. Pretty sure. Little skull. Let me drink my drink, damn it. I want to say it's going to probably cost like 200, but if it, you know, if we can get away with it for cheaper, I'm going to be perfectly content with it. Well then, let's go to a really good place. Hey. Like, you just had to add that hey at the end. Beautiful. Even more annoying to me. Alright. You're the one that's going to give me the red crystal, right? Is that a blue sapphire? I've always wanted one. Let's swap. You can have my red ruby instead. I never said yes. Never said yes. I'm afraid where the friggin' rivers are. I mean, this is my last life, right? No, I actually have 3 lives, but I don't want to do that again. Have to rebuild again? The hell with all that nonsense. And what's up with these people, like, living... No. Like, they just, like, encase themselves behind these walls? What's their story? You the one that's gonna give me the whip? Filthy creature. There's a clue to Dracula's riddle within the Bathory mansion. Okay. Oh, what a snooty bitch. I wasn't hitting on you, lady. But yeah, Seal of the Curse, that was a cool one, and then, I don't care. It looks like an S. I always thought it looked like a butt, even as a kid. But, out of all the Simon's Quest acts that I've played, the one that we're going to look at next is, you know, probably going to be like one of the better ones. I've seen a couple where it changes up like the color scheme to make the game seem a little more moody, and it's not a bad change at all. Sorry, pal, no time now. Maybe tomorrow? Oh, what, tomorrow at 5:40? Isn't this where I'm supposed to buy the whip, though? I think it is. Watch, I spend so much time in the friggin' town, it's gonna change that dark. That's where I'm, like, scared. If you find the patrolling man at the Strigori Cemetery, ask for a silk bag. It'll help you live longer. I've been waiting for a good-looking guy like you. Yeah, well, I have been waiting for a horrible-looking broad like you. I really hope to meet a smart man someday. Oh my god, it's a fucking singles town. It's like Tinder town. Just making sure there's no open doors here. I guess not. Yeah, because that's all that's left is the Morning Star. And then you get the Flame Whip. Or, you know what, there's one more town you gotta go to. Ugh. Slimes. Slimes. Then we got the nuclear green guys. Oh yeah, and these ones, they like to punch you in the face. They don't have a face of their own, so they're gonna try to punch yours out. Yeah, because you go down the stairs, it's where the silk bag is, and the silk bag, it just lets you hold more garlic and laurels. Please don't change to nighttime. I just want to buy the goddamn whip upgrade, and that's it. I'll be on my way. Like, at that point, I won't care anymore. Okay. No! Keep your fucking laurels, dude. You know, at the very least, I don't have to, break down the walls again going outwards. Like, literally, I just want to get the fucking whip upgrade so I can go to the next mansion and call it a day. And we're 3 items down? Yeah. Damn. And I remember with the nail, you can break the blocks without using the holy water, which is cool. But I mean, at the end of the day, what's the one item that you use the most? It's always going to be the shield. A colossal diamond? Okay. Here's your bad luck music for you right there. But yeah, since we gotta wait the 24 hours too while I'm thinking about it, I would like to do a live stream of Super Castlevania 4. You know, and since a lot of you that have been coming by are all big Castlevania 4 fans, that'll be a nice experience for all of us. Maybe that's where you could do it. I don't know. From now on, I'm just gonna fight the ditch witches and get their hearts. Waiting for that stupid river thing to ruin my day. How many of these drop? 6? Alright. Hey, it's something, right? I mean, can you just imagine paying for stuff in the real world with, like, hearts? Oh, you want me to make a grilled cheese sandwich? Okay, it's gonna cost you 2 beef hearts. And 5 ghoul hearts. Plus tax. One, 2, 3, 4. Give me it. Thank you. Any day now. Yeah, so like I said, it's the grinding aspects that I know is not the more exciting aspects of it all. But even like when you consider like what the ghost sprites look like, compare 1, 2, and 3. And the same with the mummies. And you tell me which one has like the most detail and which one looks the best. And hands down, you can't tell me that, you know, these ones are not the better looking ones. You know, and plus, in so many hacks that I've seen as well, there's so many hacks where they've taken, you know, assets from 2. Because 2's sprites just look better. Beautiful. We got 320. There's no way we can't afford it. And I swear to God, if that one door that I saw that was open, if they try to sell me the... What is it? Oh, it's garlic. If they try to sell me garlic, I'm going to be... Alright, any day now. Get out of here. Good to know that glitch is still around. Whoa, free hearts. Nice. Please have what I need. Please, please, please be it. Like, just, do you want to buy my Morning Star? Absolutely, I do. Wow, no shit. A spiky steel ball, huh? Nice, now we can get the Flame Whip. Got 2 more mansions to go, and then you gotta kill Carmella and get her thing. Well, actually, Carmella's in one of those 2 mansions, so that's even better. I don't want to talk to these jerk-offs anymore and waste any more of my time. Like I said, I keep forgetting about that. That was a bit of a dangerous thing. But look at those mummies, man. They kick ass. More brown bricks, huh? At that point, you can't miss it, but... Yeah, we just gotta get the, what is it? It's the nail... The fang is like the hidden one. But there's the nail, the heart, the eye, the rib, and what the hell was the fifth one? I really don't remember. Ooh. So, hey, if I hadn't have upgraded, imagine how many hits it would be taking to kill these things. You know, that's just the whole point. And we're gonna need that back. Cool. Okay. And just what in the hell are those? Those are turds. The castle literally shat on me. It's driving me nuts. I can't remember the name of the fifth friggin' thing. But yeah, that was a pretty cool twist, though. And I don't know if that's like official or something, but someone wrote something somewhere which basically said that the reason why Dracula came back like that was because he was like incomplete, because there was like a sixth relic that you didn't know about. What the hell was it, though? The heart, the eye, the rib, the nail, and what is big toe? I really can't remember. Oof. Yeah, break through all those bricks. We just need to find the steak man. Treading through the cursed swamp without living laurels is perilous. Yeah, that part's actually kind of a pain in the ass. You do kind of need the laurels. I mean, I'd even recommend the laurels at that point. You can still do the jumping trek, and you should be able to make it through just fine, but the price you gotta pay, though, is pretty steep. That was always weird, jumping through the wall and talking to this guy. I don't have much choice. Is that other part, though? Blow my mind. Heart, the eye, the nail, the rib. Well, we'll figure it out. I think this is the nail, though. Yeah, there's the nail. Looks like a teardrop, though. So in the this isn't Bathory Mansion, though, right? No. Because you want to go to the... Yeah, I'm really drawing a blank on that. It's driving me nuts. And then as soon as I know what it is, I'm just going to be like, yeah. That was it. So I gotta do. You're out of here. But we'll find out. We're going on to the next mansion. We'll be good. Oh, shit. Almost walked right into that. It's kind of weird that you would die even though you see the platform right below. It's like, you cheap shits, you. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, baby. Yes! To burn away evil by going. Love that sound. But yeah, you know, another thing I'm remembering too, if I do remember correctly, I think Simon's wearing like a suit of armor now. So that's not his face, that's his helmet. But I used to think that he was just really, really pale. Nah, he's... But I'm guessing it's like to hide his deformed features. Because he's all cursed and shit. Damn flame things. Blue bricks now instead of the browns. But see, once again, killing everything in one hit. This is why you want to stay caught up on shit. I mean, at this juncture, now, yeah, I can waste money on the stupid laurels and the other stuff. Give me that. You know, it's really a shame, though, that, like, when you reflect the fireballs back, it doesn't hurt the enemies. You kind of expected it would. I mean, that would be cool if it did. Yeah, I'm dead here. But see, that's all you gotta do if you really want to go through these swamps and you're in a hurry, is just jump through them. I mean, you will get damaged over time, but you're not going to get damaged nearly on the scale that you normally would. Sons of bitches. Alright, final mansion. And then after this, we can just go to the right. I mean, if you go to the left, it just takes you back to that graveyard. Yeah, I think that's the port town of Algiba. But I do know you gotta kill Carmela here. And this is where you get the magic cross, which you need. I'm still trying to brainstorm what the hell the fifth icon is. It's his dick. You've attained the dick of Vlad. Paranoid about the holes in the floor where he throws his boners at me. Wait. Ah. Take the heart. You know, and at this point, I'm not too worried about dying so much, just because, you know, it's all about upgrading the whip. It's all about being able to afford to upgrade the whip. What is that, an ice spider? And that's if you go the wrong way. And see, once again, it's been a minute for me. Yeah, there we go. I am doing the right thing. Oh, can I have some more? Fucking spiders. So I guess the guy's up that way? See, I was halfway expecting him to start me off on the goddamn spikes. Now I gotta get 50 hearts to fucking find a fucking point. And they're worth 4 a clip. Yeah, that guy is up there. He... Gotta buy that stupid steak. And here's old Carmi's mask. Yeah, she's a tough one, isn't she? And actually is a pretty creepy looking boss. Alright, there's that. The rosary, I'm sorry. I guess it's called something different because, the religious implications. And yeah, Nintendo of America was like really, really strict about that shit. Especially the religious stuff. I mean, I could almost understand not wanting to have like Christian stuff in Japan, even though like it's a majority Christian country now, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I mean the whole thing is like I could understand Japan, you know, wanting to have their own religious references in there so that their own people could understand it, you know. But and there was a bastard right there. Unbelievable. Son of a fucking bitch. Well, if I go down that way, I can't come back up. How bad off are we? 28? Well, at least it's not 18. I mean, it would be nice if I could just, like, come into the room and... Well, I guess you got that right there, huh? You know, but you would think that, like, they'd want the word of God, like, spread in America, because, you know, the Christian shit. You know, but I don't know. It's a weird thing, you know? I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I just know that Nintendo had very stringent, weird, like, policies. As soon as I get my friggin' 50, we can buy that thing. And then we're going to figure out what the hell the 5th piece of Dracula is, too. What the fuck was that, though? You know, I want to know before I find out. The rib, the nail, the eye. Rib, nail, eye, heart. What is bladder? Oh, the ring. This fucking ring. I just remembered it. Goddamn ring. You see, and it's weird. It's not even just saying, like, ring, you know, because of the R, is what reminded me. For some reason, it was saying, like, his liver. Look at this shit. These things just do whatever they want. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, get down there. Get down there. Come on. We're almost there, folks. At least I remembered what the friggin' thing was. You now possess Dracula's ring. Yeah. Now I gotta go all the way to the right. Should I even bother with her ass again? Oh no, don't do that attack. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna dodge that. Talk about bloody tears. I know you don't get anything special out of it, but it's just funny to kill him again. And now she wants to be a pain in my ass. Now I have 2 rosaries. Cool. Fear me. There's a faster way without dealing with that creepy skeleton. But yeah, I mean, like, they made the right call by, you know, having Dracula's thing all isolated. That was another complaint that I heard is, oh, Dracula's castle's empty. Of course it's empty. They fucking burned their house down. They're not going to stay in the ashes. They're going to go explore and try to find a new house. They're skeletons. What the fuck do you want? Didn't want to get bushwhacked. Alright, here we go again. You know, and like I said, the good news is now I don't have to worry too much about the hearts or any of that nonsense. We've already got everything that we could possibly need. We got all 5 of the pieces, we got the flame whip, we got the stupid magic cross. Now we can just go kick Dracula's ass. And that'll be the end of it. I mean, I'll tell you, as a kid, though, that Dracula really scared the shit out of me. Really had an effect on me, and I don't know what it was. It was his face, pretty much. It was his face, it was the music, it was that he could teleport around. Just for some reason, that whole combination really terrified me as a kid. Like, that was a no-go for me. I just wanted to have nothing to do with it. Like, when I was a kid, I had nightmares about that fucking thing. Like, I'd have nightmares about playing Simon's Quest, and, like, the whole screen would, like, turn red, and Dracula would appear. Like, even in, like, the first mansion, the son of a bitch would just show up and terrify me. It was ridiculous. I don't know what it was. Grew up watching shit like Fright Night. You know, that didn't bother me, but that face, I just couldn't do it. Wanted nothing to do with that son of a bitch. As soon as I got to the mansion, I'd like walk out of the room. I didn't even want to see, like, my parents beat the game. Or my brother beat the game. I didn't even want to see it. I did not want to see that fucking thing. It just really, really got to me. And, like I said, it was mostly that face. You know, but everybody's got some deep-seated childhood fear, you know. There was always something that scared the hell out of someone as a kid. There's always. Like, I used to give my mother shit because, like, she told me that, like, she went to the World's Fair when she was a kid, and Fred Gwynn walked up to her. Like, she was, like, 4 or 5 years old. You know, and, like, she hears, "Hello, little girl," and then she turns around, and there was fucking Herman Munster, like, in full makeup, and, like, and she ran away. You know, but who was I to make fun of her? I was terrified of the eyes in the dark in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Like, I didn't give two shits about... Oh, Large Marge was spooky, too. Ah, there's the Hoppies. Large Marge was spooky, too, but... that scene with the eyes in the dark in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, well... Like, I remember we were living in Oakland, like Oakland, New Jersey, and we were having, like, the... living room carpet was being replaced, so we had all the... You again? Last year I was hoping never to see you again. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go bang your daughter again. You go away. Assholes. But no, we were having the carpet replaced, so all the stuff was like put into the kitchen, and I was sitting on the, you know, like the top part of that couch, and the TV was in the kitchen, and yeah, Pee-wee's Big Adventure came on. I've already gone and done that, though. Rest here for a while. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. You know, when you hear, "Sure it's spooky out there," and the eyes just came on the screen, I just fucking fell off the back of the couch. And then after that, it was the Amityville Horror. When she looks out the window and saw the eyes staring back at her. Oh, God, fuck you. I don't care. I've got my own laurels. Shit freaked me out. I couldn't look out windows, like, at nighttime. I always had to, like, close the blinds and shit. Like, if it was nighttime and you could look out a window, I was closing that. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't want to go nowhere near any windows. Almost there. God damn, that thing was temperamental. It's probably because I killed his friends. I think that's a dead end. But no, I've got all the pieces. We can just go right to the mansion. I do remember that being... I think that's a dead end. Yeah, here's the dead town. Yeah, we're gonna go to the Vlad graveyard. It's right where we need to be. I don't think there's anybody in any of these places, but this is one that says, let's live here. Are you really going to the ruins of the castle? Can you not feel death emanating from there? Please stay here with me. That's a lot better than let's live here. There we go. Oh, apropos. Yep. Yeah, this is it. See, and I like personally, I just always felt that it was very, very ominous to go through the empty castle. Like you're visiting the aftermath of, you know, the end of the first one when you saw the castle crashing to the ground and all that. And once again, to me, it just adds to the immersion. Didn't break his legs that time. It's like the walls right here remind me of Stage 5 for some odd reason. But it's like we're going to the basement. Alright, so we're gonna... I don't want to do the cheap-ass thing, you know? Where it's just like, throw the fireballs and lock them in there. Yeah, this was something else. Okay. Well, that's that. Oh yeah, and I'm probably going to get a fucking copyright claim on this end song, so I'm going to talk over it and I can appeal and say that this is a review. But yeah, the battle with Dracula has concluded, Simon, and you know what, it's going to take me too long to read all that, so you guys can read that, and I'll just go over my thoughts and my feelings about this. As far as Simon's Quest goes, I still feel that it holds up really, really well, even over the years. A lot of the flaws, they've been greatly exaggerated. The game gets way more crap than it has a right to. Pluses definitely outweigh the negatives. And plus, if you look at it this way, if they didn't do it this way, they probably wouldn't have gotten the idea to do Symphony of the Night. Because this, in essence, is, as you kids call it, an early Metroidvania. And I love the whole idea of having early endings, not early, multiple endings and stuff like that. Adds a little bit of replayability to it. And as far as the hack goes, this personally is probably like the definitive way to play Simon's Quest. Because if you never knew what the hell people were talking about, now you do have an idea. Being able to drop through the steps and stuff like that, that's pretty neat. And having the save feature, yeah, we didn't explore it because we didn't need to, but it's still a lot better than dicking around with a password and trying to make sure that it's case sensitive. So, Bisqwit, fantastic job. You know, you made the game way more enjoyable. I mean, I loved it. Toast to victory achieved in 6 days. See, I did it before a week was done. Now the hand's going to be like... Spooky. You know, so all in all, this is absolutely, definitely a recommend from me. Wait, what? Program with the following characteristics. What the fuck does that mean? Here I am saying that it clears things up. But no. Really, good job with the hack. This is something that I definitely recommend. If you love Simon's Quest, here's an even better way to enjoy it. And if you didn't like Simon's Quest because you couldn't figure it out, this might actually help you along the way. So either way, check it out. This is a good one. And on that note, that's just about going to do it for me. So as always, thanks so much for dropping by and inviting me into your day like this. I really appreciate you. Thanks for getting us to 300. I hope you guys stick around, and I hope you guys keep enjoying the videos and such. We're going to have plenty more coming. They're going to be coming in more frequency as we go along here. You guys have definitely kind of lit a fire under my ass to keep producing videos. I'm still working on the Silent Hill review, and in the meantime, we're going to be getting more Random Vanias out. We're going to start back up with the Kaizo Chaos thing as well. So more is coming. I pinky promise. We're starting the new year off right. And, yeah, here's to us. Here's to a good year for the channel. Here's to a good year for you guys. Here's to a good year for me. Here's to a good year for everybody. So yeah, I guess the current plan going forward is we'll take a look at Dracula's Curse. There might be a cool hack for it that we can check out, or maybe even a fan-made game that we can look at. And then after that, we'll look at Super Castlevania 4. We'll do that live, so that way everybody that loves that game, you can come hang out and enjoy it live with me. All right? So everybody have a good one. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you real soon. So until next time, auf Wiedersehen. Bye-bye now.
We don't need no Castlevania. We don't need no haunted homes.
From New Jersey Public Television.